In the underworld of South African organized crime, they say a cat has 9 lives. But what happens when that cat begins to pull the strings of the state itself? This is not just a story of a flashy billionaire in a 27,000 Rand designer hoodie. This is a verified look into how a single man allegedly weaponized public funds, ran hits on his enemies, and used high-ranking police officials to eliminate his opposition. Vusimuzi cat Matlala. Tender tycoon. Alleged underworld kingpin. A man accused of capturing the upper echelons of the South African police service while masterminding deadly street hits. Before he was facing a barrage of criminal charges, Matlala was a master of public procurement. He first drew major investigative scrutiny when he was linked to irregular contracts at Tembisa Hospital using 5 shell companies, the very same facility tied to the tragic assassination of whistleblower Babita Deokaran. But his biggest heist was yet to come. In June 2024, Matlala's company, Medicare 24, miraculously secured a staggering 360 million Rand health services tender from the South African Police Service. The deal defied logic. Medicare 24 was a tiny entity operating from a strip mall with a low annual turnover. Yet they outbid established medical giants. Even more chilling, Matlala was already under active SAPS criminal investigation when the tender was awarded. Evidence presented later showed Matlala had crystal ball foresight. His company had rented a clinic on police property months before the tender was even advertised. Though an internal audit flagged a fraud, it took National Police Commissioner Fanny Masemola 103 days to act, allowing another 30 million Rand to bleed out to Matlala. As the state money poured in, a shadow war erupted on the streets of Johannesburg. The state alleges that Matlala transitioned from paper fraud to orchestrating cold-blooded violence, utilizing a network of hitmen to settle personal and business scores. Matlala, along with his wife Tsakane and 4 co-accused, currently faces a massive 25-count criminal indictment, including 11 counts of attempted murder and conspiracy. The prosecution ties them directly to 3 specific botched assassinations. In August 2022, the targeted shooting of Mpumalanga taxi boss Joe Sibanyoni. In October 2023, a high-profile, terrifying ambush on his socialite and actress ex-girlfriend, Tebogo Thobejane, in Sandton. And in January 2024, the brutal, multiple gunshot ambush on popular music producer Siyunki Mokubung, famously known as DJ Vetties. The state's case is reinforced by forensic ballistics. SAPS investigators successfully matched the firearms seized from Matlala's inner circle to 18 different serious murder and attempted murder dockets across the Gauteng province. How did Matlala stay untouchable for so long? At the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, the terrifying depth of his institutional capture came to light. Matlala operated a double life as a high-level police informant. Witnesses testified that Matlala routinely fed tip-offs to specific police tactical units. But these weren't standard busts. Allegations surfaced that Matlala was weaponizing official police operations as subs to systematically eliminate his business rivals under the guise of law enforcement. When the political killings task team began closing in on him, Matlala allegedly conspired with political fixers to have the entire task team disbanded. The final blow to Matlala's empire came through digital footprints. Evidence introduced at the commission exposed a string of damning WhatsApp logs and video exchanges between Matlala and Medicare 24 CEO Mike Van Wyck. The material openly depicted piles of cash and bricks of pure illicit substances being negotiated for distribution. The state exposed that Matlala's entire public persona was built on a web of falsehoods. Prosecutors revealed he had routinely lied about his identity, his real wealth, and even carried a fraudulent Eswatini ID under the alias Vusimuzi to mask his border crossings. Even while isolated inside the Ebongweni super maximum security prison, Matlala was caught with a smuggled smartphone, actively communicating with outside networks. The wheels of justice are turning rapidly. The state has officially separated Kat Matlala's trial from his co-accused in both the multi-million rand SAPS Medicare 24 corruption case and his Pretoria regional court matters. Meanwhile, his primary attempted murder trial for the shootings of DJ Vetties and Tebogo Thobejane is firmly scheduled to commence in the High Court in Johannesburg on the 20th of July, 2026. Vusimuzi Kat Matlala successfully negotiated the fine line between the boardroom, the police station, and the criminal underworld. But as his trials begin, the country is left to face a sobering reality. The cat may finally be out of lives, but the cracks he exposed in the state system remain wide open. True accountability does not end when a syndicate leader is isolated. It begins when the architecture that allowed them to thrive is entirely dismantled. We will be following every development of this high-stakes trial as it unfolds in the High Court. To stay informed on the networks shaping internal security, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and leave your thoughts on this unprecedented case in the comments below.